Hello, hello, Rise and Thrivers. It is Monday, January 15th, 2024. It is Martin Luther King Day. We are in the evening, and I am stoked about tonight. Super excited. And before we just go into any of that, and before I even bring on my sister, we know right there, Raquel. Hello, Raquel. Let me inform you who we are. We are Rise and Thrive Together. We are a vibrant community out to educate, empower, and equip you to get the results you want through real talk, real action, and real results. So you have been on our Rise and Thrive Together page, our Instagram, our YouTube, and we also have a private community, Rise and Thrive Together Now. It's a private community, and if you want that, you can have access to it as well. So, like I said, here we are on our second episode of the year, and we've got a fabulous guest. Now, before we even move into that, I just do want to tell you a couple of things that are happening right now. I'm excited that I'm representing Rise and Thrive Together this upcoming weekend. This Saturday in Fort Lauderdale is the Global Vision Conference, and I'm one of the speakers there. This is at the Broward, thank you, Community Convention Center. We've got over 70 people from around the United States and internationally that are going to be there. It is all day Saturday from 9 to 6. And if you want to come and get an opportunity to be inspired, come and educate yourself and get immersed into empowering conversations and networking and having your vision come to reality, we have $99 tickets left. So grab it at the early bird special for the globalvisionconference.com. Woohoo! So I'm excited to represent Rise and Thrive Together, and it's going to be fabulous. We've also got, thanks to Blanca Perpa, who has this beautiful, there she is. This is her 10th year sponsoring, and she is 10th time sponsoring and 10 times speaking. And of course, that's with Laws of Life with Blanca. We are on her Roku channel as well. So we thank you, Blanca. I'm looking forward to spending some quality time with her. Now, what we do is, like I said, educate and empower and equip you to get the results you want for yourself and your life. And we've got a very special, brand new webinar for you, the first one of 2024. It's called Leap into the New Year. Now, if you are dealing with, like, what does that mean? We are out to have you not just walk into it, not just crawl into it, not even run into it, but leap with power, with vitality, and get the actions into action and get the results you want. Come register. Really easy. riseandthrivetogether.com. And this year we made it really special. It is Saturday, January 27th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you get an opportunity to choose the price. That's right. We have 3 prices for you. That's right. Patrick Richwood is in there. Raquel is in there, and I'm in there. We got 3 coaches with 3 prices to choose. 3 prices to choose from. All 2, doesn't matter which one you choose, you're going to get the same exact value. But we want this that works for you. Okay? So get onto riseandthrivetogether.com and register 3 hours having 3 powerful conversations about your mindset, about the community and the conversations that you have. All right? Super excited to have that. Now, with no further ado, I am introducing you to my sister from another mister, Raquel Stuart, who's here to bring us on to today's topic and our fabulous guest. Hello, sis.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Rise and Thrivers. I'm still in the Happy New Year. And just so that y'all are aware, before this episode ends, I'm going to ask you the 2 questions that I posed to you last week. And if you forgot, don't worry, I'll remind you. But we are so excited. We have a special guest, Tia Jackson. Let me tell you something about Tia. When I first met this young lady, she just blew my mind. And the first thing that I noticed was she stressed the syllables and important. Important. I say important, and she said important. And I'm like, wow, blown away just by that. And then just hearing the rest of her story. Let me tell you, Tia is 16 years old. Okay. She is a teenage entrepreneur pursuing a career in psychology. She also has experience, years of experience. Mind you, she's 16, but she's got years of experience in dramatics. Tia is an active member of the NAACP ACT SO program, and that stands for Afro Academics Cultural, Technological, Scientific Olympics. That is where high school students compete in various areas of their choosing. They compete at the state level, and if they place, then they go on to compete at the national level. When the NAACP hosts their national conference, the students are going to do their national competition there. This year it is in Las Vegas. So I have the honor and privilege of mentoring Tia. Tia is competing in several different areas, and one of them being entrepreneurship. And I am her mentor. So we are going to work real hard on that. Tia also has a podcast with her mom, and it is called Mom, Can We Talk? That is so cool. Tia's business is cycle empowerment. She's going to talk more about that. Tia, welcome to Rise and Thrive. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
All right. Tia, let's, is your mom close by? We definitely want to start off by talking about your podcast. I'm super stoked about
right
that.
here.
Where's mom?
Look at this double guest, mom and daughter. Mom,
hi,
mom. Hi.
We are
What's
so
your name?
excited.
What's mom's name?
Hi, my name is Josephine Jackson.
Nice.
Hi, Miss Jackson.
Hello, ladies.
I was ready to sing the rest of the song.
I know.
Sorry, Miss Jackson, right? I was like, what? Y'all don't want me to sing. That's not my department. I heard you got other kids that can sing, though. I'm going to leave that to them.
I'm going to do it.
I will definitely leave that up to mom. So, Miss Jackson, I want you to tell us, I know you're busy. We just want you to pop in. We don't want to take the shine away from Thea, but we are so excited to hear about this Mom, Can We Talk? First of all, where did y'all get that title from? Because I love it.
Oh, we went through a few little phases. We were trying to figure out what would be the perfect name that people can remember. And we were trying to think maybe we should do, since I'm Gen Z and she's Gen X, we were like maybe XYZ. And but we were like, would people really remember that? Would people really relate with that? And we were just kind of thinking, we were just sitting there, and my mom was like, okay, like how about talk, because both of our things, we both love food. So yes. We were like, okay, maybe it should be like tea time or something like that. But it just didn't stick. So we were like, what would really roll off? And I was like, mom, daughter, but mom, what if I was asking you a question? Like, mom, can we talk? And that's kind of where the name came from.
Like, oh, that sounds good. It rolls off the tongue.
Absolutely. We love it. So what kind of things do you guys talk about on this Mom, Can We Talk podcast?
Everything.
They're like twins.
Yes. And we get to the hard stuff, and we also keep it light. So we want other people to understand that as a mother-daughter duo, you have to keep that line of communication open. So I want my daughters to know, like, because I have a son as well, but daughters is just something different, you know, and they have to know that, okay, I am your best friend, but I'm also that authority figure. And there's a line, you know, it's a thin line in between that, but I want them to know they can come to me with anything, and we can just talk about everything: food, boys, school, cars, anything.
Well, I want to say, Miss Josephine, thank you, because I am a mom and I have a 7-year-old daughter. Our engineer, Kirill, has a son who's 2. But as a mother for the past 7 years, but for many years, taking care of other children through the type of work I've done, thank you for creating this podcast. I'm so excited to be your new podcast follower and have these conversations. And I am going to spread this everywhere throughout my communities because I work with a lot of families and moms, and daughter combinations. So thank you so much for raising this extraordinary daughter of yours and
Absolutely.
doing this. And we're gonna get you more followers and having more people to
Thank
get you on
you.
board.
Thank you both so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you so much, Miss Jackson, for coming on. We appreciate it. We're
All
going to
right.
switch it up to Tia.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks,
All right.
Mom. So,
Hello.
Tia, you are 16 years old, and you
Yes, ma'am.
listed in your bio that you're an entrepreneur.
Yes,
I
I
don't know
am.
about our listening audience. Y'all need to drop some love up in this chat here. Let's see some hearts flowing. She is 16 and an entrepreneur. What? I don't even know where to start. Like 16, entrepreneur. Where'd that come from? How did it arise? What the heck are we talking about entrepreneur? And what is cycle of empowerment or cycle empowerment? What are we
Cycle
talking about?
empowerment. Okay, so basically, I was in this program called Girls with Impact, which focuses on empowering young girls and helping them to start their own businesses. So I went through this whole course and this whole class, and it made me make this fake business per se, or just like the rough draft of a business. So it had me budgeted, it had me do XYZ. So I was like, okay, let me see what would I make. And I did it twice. I did it one time and I wasn't really passionate in it. I was like, okay, maybe I could do this, maybe this would be nice. But then I went through it a second time and I'm like, this time I'm going to make money off of this idea. I'm going because it's always great to have passive income and it's always great to be able to work for yourself, because having a boss, there's a whole lot. But
Right.
with cycle empowerment, I went through it. I went through Girls with Impact again, and I was like, okay, what idea could I make? What am I passionate in? And I found out I am passionate in women's health and helping them to feel good, because for everyone to know, cycle empowerment is a menstrual hygiene or feminine hygiene company. So I was, and you saw my mom, and as she mentioned, she has other daughters, aka I have sisters, and periods are definitely a topic that is talked about a lot. So something that's definitely dealt with in our household, my poor dad. but yeah, so I was like, cycle empowerment is very important to me, especially since I have very painful periods. I used to have very bad chest problems and I would have to go to the hospital. Now I still deal with very bad cramps. I usually can't even leave my bed the first day. So I definitely want to find a way to make it easier on me, easier on all women, and better for the planet as well, because a lot of plastic gets wasted every month.
So how do you plan on doing that? Making it better for women and and as a side note, I guess it would be better for men too, right? And then better for the planet.
Now, what with my company, what I want, some key points is I first want to reduce the plastic used in it. So I'm trying to I have a few model ideas and I'm trying to figure out what would still last, but not, because the point is it can be biodegradable, but I don't want it to be biodegradable while you're using it. So that's where I'm definitely trying to find a manufacturer who can help me, trying to find products and ideas, ingredients that can kind of go into it.
Okay.
Second, I want to, because a lot of toxic chemicals also go into pads. Pads, tampons that you don't even know about. Like they'll bleach the cotton, and that you should not be putting that anywhere near your body, in your body, and a lot of other harmful chemicals that people do not know about. With my pads, I am going to skip that part. That's why it is taking a little longer to make.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm definitely want to help men, women, everyone because I feel like with my platform, it's also important to spread knowledge about it, because people will just be like, oh, I got my period for the first time. And let's say it's a girl who's raised in a single parent home and the parent happens to be a man. What will she do? Like, you know what I mean? Or people who live with their grandparents. Anything like that. Maybe it's a boyfriend who wants to learn more to help his girlfriend. I definitely want to spread good information and positive content to help people.
Oh my
Wow.
God, Tia. Right when Raquel said this girl is like, you're absolutely on fire and just full of what an inspiration. So the person who just commented, his name is Johnny Regan. He is talking about, you are a beautiful grand vision. You know,
Thank
you
you.
are a 16-year-old visionary. I don't know if you heard earlier, Tia, but like, hey, you know, there is the Global Vision Conference that's this weekend, this Saturday. And like, I am going to be spreading your name, your account for people to be able to talk to you. Because as you were speaking, you know, it brought me back to when I was a kid, very similar to you not coming up. And my mom was older and I'm an older mom to my daughter. So like you kind of pass down only what you know right now. So I'm grateful that I kind of like, I'm grateful what she taught me, but I'm also grateful to break some of those myths and some of those things because it was very not talked about in my household, right? Like it was not talked about at all. So I love what you're doing because we grow up culturally, we grow up through what the environments around us. And many people, it's like, shh, you know, we don't talk about your period, shh, you know,
Right.
and then whatever you have, you have.
Yes.
And so I love that it's not just, you know, it's women empowerment, it's all people empowerment. So no matter where you're raised, who you're with, and it doesn't matter if you have a child or not, it's a conversation. You were talking about relationships, right? Anybody who's with somebody, you know, in that relationship, we're going to educate them have a true understanding, you know, and then also to be able to help the planet, like to be able to help the planet, how much plastic, and to remind people that what you think you're putting in your system just because it's a nice white pad is bleached. That is a
Yes.
great reminder, right? Because people are like, no, it's cotton, but it's
Yeah.
Right.
bleached, right? So I love it. It is so inspiring. And you know, the fact that you also can talk about this on your podcast with your mom, you know, is incredible. So as people are listening out there, you know, got to plug it. She is looking for key people to help her have the best, healthiest alternative ways for women to be able to go through what our bodies were made of and to have that done in a safe and effective and healthy way, not just for ourselves, but for the planet. So look on the computer, hit up Tia because she needs some support in that. You know, Tia,
And let me tell you what kind of other support she needs. Financial. I'll be the
well,
one to say she
Thank
needs
you.
financial support.
of
She needs
course,
investors. She needs scientists. And we know so many people. If you know someone who's interested, who may not even know they're interested, connect them with Tia, Reg, and I, and we will get them interested in
yeah.
supporting because, you know, too many times we talk about the children are our future, right? And we say it, and here's one who's our future and really and truly wanting to will make a powerful impact. So I'm going to call you out to the mat. I'm like, don't just talk about it, empower our youth. And whether it's financial or just putting her in contact with someone who can help her create what she's looking to do with cycle empowerment, that's a hand. Let's not just be those people who just sit down and talk about it. No, let's get some action behind it. That's why this is real talk, real action, real results. We don't want to hear all the talk too much. We want some action with it. Get
Ready?
it?
Ready, sis?
So
I'm
I'll
going to
be
take
that
it to
one.
the next level. I'm taking it to the next level because she's right
Okay.
here. We put that out there. We've got viewers. Here's the thing. I was looking down because I'm sharing this show on every single platform. I am tagging people. Like if you're watching this and you're like, hey, I don't know what to do yet because I'm listening, I'm going to ask you to take this platform and pass it over and start sharing it on your Facebook page and have, share it on your other platforms. People, just because you're not watching it now, you're going to watch that replay. Tag your friends, tag everybody, share it with your family. I don't know how old you are, but whoever it is, it doesn't matter. If we just keep on sharing and tagging one person at a time, two people at a time, these numbers go from, the under 100 to 1,000 to 100,000. You just don't know. And that is Martin Luther King's dream, guys. Like his dream is to have a world that works together. It's why, Tia, we were asking you, where did you come up with your name with before the show? Raquel and I did the same thing. And this isn't Raquel and Regina. We could have been R squared, right? We could have been like, something funny and whatever it may be. But it was rise and thrive together. So I'm making my declaration. Johnny, you're watching the show. She will be talked about to every single person on that stage. It is not about me. It is about what I can make an impact for. And Tia Jackson, your name is going to be put out there, and I'm going to have you known at minimum at this conference this weekend.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I didn't want to be the one to say it, but yes, money is appreciated because starting a business, it is like, yes, the idea is amazing, but having financial support is also really fun.
Absolutely. Now, Tia, I've got to ask, where did this passion and drive come from? What's the driving force with a 16-year-old
Amen.
being an entrepreneur? Where did that come from? What's the background behind it? I get the difficult periods, but I want to know that deeper story as to why a 16-year-old is an entrepreneur.
Well, I feel like I have always, now I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but
Yes.
But I feel like I've always had a very high maturity level. And it may be because I am homeschooled. It may have anything to do with I have always been in lots of business courses. It may be a fact that my parents put me in a lot of things to where I was speaking on stage. But I have a level of confidence that I definitely carry with myself. And I find it important because, like I said, I feel like passive income and entrepreneurship is amazing. And Miss Raquel, like we were actually talking about before, it's very important not to just stick yourself in one box. Because, yes, of course, going to college and having this career plan is nice, but God forbid something happens, having this extra income or having this extra plan, always having something else is very important.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really deep about what you shared of saying that, Tia brought up a whole bunch of things. It's not like one fits all, right? She's just sharing with her that, her surroundings and her environment. And, it is something that I fight for. We had our goal, our main sponsor last year, and his goal is to absolutely radically shift the education system. And because he is exactly that, it's the Leadership Academy and it's all run by youth. And his thing is he's written curriculums all the way from kindergarten about entrepreneurship and leadership. It's what's missing in the school systems now. We get it. Maybe you're lucky in a school like my daughter's in, first grade. It's not there. Yeah. What would that look like to have that I love the STEAM. She's in a STEAM school, right? So she builds a little robot. Not saying that's not important, guys. Love it. Please don't get me on that. It's, having her other parts of her brain work. But now what would be that like to have her create her own, whatever that is for her. So I love how you got deeper and realize, some of these things might be the reason why. So, another thing, guys out there, speak to your people and have them look bigger than what we're used to in what we've inherited. I always call them inherited conversations. It's been passed down, nothing wrong with them, but let's have the vision open wider. It's really great.
So Tia, let me jump in here real quick. So on Facebook, I'm looking, and Kathleen says, this is amazing. Yvette, who is in another country. So, guys, we are international. Well, y'all better recognize. She says she has so many ideas and helpful tips for you. So definitely going to put you in touch. And Yvette, you'll see her information and how to get in touch with her scrolling across the screen. And Melissa said, so wise beyond her years. And
Thank
Yvette
you.
already gave a name, and I'll give that to you once we're off the air. But
Thank you.
definitely people are coming out. So what did you want to say, Tia? Sorry, I had to let you know what people are saying about you because
Yes.
you are amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. And I wanted to say, like, first, I would definitely want to thank God above all, because I'm
Okay.
telling you, without him, I would be nowhere right now.
Absolutely.
Second, I would like to thank my parents because they have set us all up for success. My brother, he is an engineer and he actually is starting to write books. Myself, like I said, I have been doing drama since I was 3 years old, dancing, acting. I actually auditioned for Broadway before, and I was on the Apollo Theater stage auditioning, so that was absolutely amazing.
Wow.
And it was actually for The Lion King. And my
Nice.
my middle sister, she sings and she has vocals like nobody's business. And then my little sister, she dances. Because let me tell you, we put her into a little dance school and we actually put her in late. So all the other kids had a year to learn the dance. She had 1 month and she slayed. She did
Wow.
absolutely amazing. So yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So
I'm like,
it
I
sounds
need to
like you
hook
come
up with
from a
Tia's
big
family. I'm like,
I
wait a
know, like
minute.
the whole
Like, I want the family.
Yeah, no, thank you, because I always find it so funny how all of our talents combined. I always say we can make a little mini movie, because me and my sister, we used to make little stop motion videos, which practically what it is you'll like grab an item, you'll take a picture of it and slightly move it over. So that would take hours to do, but we would make these little films and just stuff like that. We've always been a little dabbling in the dramatics.
Wow.
Amazing.
Now we met your mom.
Yes.
For those of you that were not here at the top of the show, we met Tia's mom. She's the other part of Mom Can We Talk. Is your dad around?
Yes, he
Not around
is.
in the household, but is he home? I know he's
Yes.
home. I mean, I don't know if he's home, but is he at home?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Is there a way that we can get dad on? Because when you have parents that pour into their kids the way, so while I'm talking to you, go run. You're
Okay.
young. Go run, get your dad. And yes,
Go
this
get
is
him.
live TV, but this is what we do. When you have parents who pour into their children the way Tia's parents have poured into her, it is important to acknowledge them.
Yes.
Because sometimes parents feel like, gosh, I don't know if I'm doing this right. And there's no manual on parenting. There's no right or wrong. Parents just do the best that they can. And it's like hearing their story. This family story is absolutely incredible. As I said before, when I first met Tia, blew me away. Can you guys imagine now I'm mentoring her in entrepreneurship? I laugh at it all the time because this kid is going to be so incredible. Uh-oh, hey, Dad.
Hello, how you guys doing? Thank you for having me.
How are you?
We
How are
wanted
you
to just
guys?
bring you on and just acknowledge you and say thank you so much for raising strong Black children. I have to say Black children because
Yes.
that's what they are and that's what I am. And today is MLK Day. Okay. Dad, our engineer wants to know your name, please.
First of all, God bless you guys, and thank you guys for taking such an interest in my beautiful and talented daughter. My name is Rasheen Jackson. Nice to be here. Glad to be here. So thank you guys.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Hi,
amazing.
Rasheen.
Hello.
Oh, we need your spelling.
Now
We want
she
to
wants
get it
you to
correctly.
spell your name because
Okay.
they want to put it on.
Okay. My name is Rasheen. It's spelled RASHEEN, like Nancy
Nice.
Jackson.
What
Awesome.
a
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
way
Dad.
to be able to celebrate this particular day. It was not done on purpose. It happened to be the day that
Exactly.
we worked out. But what an incredible, as a mom, you know, and my husband's downstairs, my 7-year-old daughter, you guys inspire me. You have, my heart is like beyond expanded to know that the possibilities that are available, you know, for myself and my family and my daughter, and what the impact will be. And it is why we call it Rise and Thrive Together. Thank you, Dad. Thank you. Thank you, Tia. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Josephine. You know, what an incredible, incredible time. It went so fast. So I'm going to have my sister take this home. Take us
And
home.
you know, I always have to give y'all a gut punch. All of y'all out there in TV land who say, I can't because I'm too old, or I can't because you have an excuse and a band-aid for everything. Look at this young girl. She's 16 years old and she is doing her thing, and she is doing it afraid. When before we got on air, she was like, I'm so nervous. I don't know. And she came out here and she blew it up. Now, I want y'all to not feel bad, but I want you to take a lesson. And the children shall lead us. This little girl here, I don't mean to, this young lady, let me not say little girl. That's when you know you old. Everybody's a little person. This young lady here is blowing it up, and she is doing her thing. She is an example to us. Please don't feel.
Oh, there you go. She got kicked off for whatever reason. But what Raquel wants to continue, we keep on rising and thriving together, even when the one half of us may disappear. What she's trying to say is, please do not at all make yourself wrong. Be able to look and lead through a lesson, through others. We are rise and thrive together. We have an opportunity, and we bring on people here to help you be able to have your dreams and your visions come true. We thank you, Tia Jackson. We thank you so much for having your family, but thank you most of all for, number one, putting God first. Thank you for that. Number two, to have your family be able to be behind you. For those of you that maybe do not have that same type of family, you've got your family now. They're right in front of you. We are your family. It is Rise and Thrive Together. So we look forward to seeing you again next week with our special guest, Patrick Richwood. He is a coach and has been on before. And we know that, remember, we can always rise and thrive together. Till next time, everyone.
Amen. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Hit up T.